What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody channel podcast. Here with my co-host, Sweet T. Sweet T, where are we right now?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. We just ended up like, what the heck? Woke up here?
I was walking through, I was taking a tour of a mansion, and I was like feeling the walls, and then I just ended up here.
Yeah, it's like a secret room or something.
How did you get here?
I don't know. I fell asleep, and then next thing I know, I kind of woke up in the back of a van. And
Wait, was your head covered or uncovered?
No, it was covered, but I could see through. I could see through. It wasn't a very good bag, and then I ended up here. So, and you were here.
Yeah.
So cheers, dude.
Cheers. What you drinking there?
I don't know. I just saw a coffee maker, an espresso, good old gourmet espresso.
It's actually a Nespresso with an N.
It is right, an espresso. So good. If you don't have an espresso machine, you're missing out on life. Just saying. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's way better than, I think, a Keurig. I mean, come on.
Yeah, those should be banned.
100%. It's just straight water with some coffee flavoring. Yeah, an espresso.
It just shoots the water through too fast.
That's
I'm
it.
kind of a coffee snob.
Yeah, kind of guru, like a coffee.
Yeah, like not really a guru, but like I like good coffee.
Yeah, I'll see.
Whatever that means.
The thicker, the better for me. Like the espresso makes a good thick coffee.
Oh yeah, it's very yeah. So I'm not snobby enough to where like I only do pour over, just because I ain't got that kind of time. But I do care how my coffee tastes, and I want it to taste more like the flavor of the coffee and less like water.
Yeah. So
I'm a big fan of flavored coffees. Yeah.
Like
for example, like a mint chocolate chip coffee.
They make that?
They roast it like that.
I've never had
or
one of those.
Like salted caramel and buttercream.
Never had. Where are you getting this coffee from?
I use a company out of Florida called Bones Coffee. What are you doing, Theo? Get out of here.
Go.
My son. He's trying to interrupt the podcast.
What? You about started crying.
It's okay. I love you. Daddy will be out in a second. No, so I use a company called Bones Coffee, and that's really just because it's the only company that I know that makes like small batch flavored coffee. If you guys know any better companies, I'm all ears. Type in the comments down below some delicious coffees. Now I love the roasted flavored coffee. I don't want to like add flavor. I want it to be roasted so that there's like a subtle hint of buttercream or subtle hint of like spiced rum, you know.
Oh, I've never had any of that. Why have you drinking this and have not unveiled this truth to me?
Because you don't make your own coffee.
I don't make my own coffee. I go to Upstate Karate Sidekick Coffee. That's where I get my coffee.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I've been
overseas.
I've
been overseas, like Liverpool, Wales, Brazil. What are them?
You went to like all of Asia.
All of Asia, and they just have way better coffee. And if I can find coffee that tastes somewhat like what I had there, it's good to me. You know what I mean? I can't go to a McDonald's and get a coffee anymore. Number one, because, I'll die of third degree burns inside my mouth.
Yeah.
But it's just water with like some coffee flavoring.
It's hard to get a good
but this is good
coffee.
That's why I like Nespresso. It's good, thick, got a little nice foam on top.
Frothy.
That's the word I'm looking for. Very, very frothy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Delicious.
We're just drinking coffee at a random's mansion right now.
Yeah.
No, we're at the Thompson compound. We are here at my parents' house. Pops actually had back surgery this past Friday.
I was kind of worried, man. I was like praying like for 2 weeks straight because he's 68. All right. I thought he was 68.
7.
Okay, 67. And
he was born in 55. So
he's not a youngster anymore. He's kind of getting there. I was a little worried about him. He's had this back problem for the longest time. Old farts. They just don't want to go to the doctor anymore. They just think they can just suck it up. That's just the difference of the generations, I guess. Guys that were born in that era just didn't go to the doc.
Yeah.
And now we go to the doctor for just like...
And he's not one of those that's stubborn to go, necessarily. But you just ain't got time, you know
It's
what I
been a
mean?
long time. He needed this surgery like 2 years ago, I'm thinking.
Well, they make you do stuff. They don't just give you surgery. So the surgery that he
No.
had was on his lower back. He had some bone spurs, some disc issues, and they try and do as much as they can to correct this thing with like physical therapy, stretching, stuff like that. Like surgery, especially at his age, like you said, is a last resort. But he did all that.
Didn't help.
No help. So he had to go to the surgery method, and the method that they did. So he has, it was like his L5S1, I think, is the area that they were working on.
Wherever that's at. Lower back, right?
Yeah, lower back. I believe it stands for lumbar. I don't know what the S stands for.
Okay.
And then you have like thoracic, you have lumbar, and then S.
Whatever that is, type that in the comments down below if you know what that is.
And the S. So anyways, to get to the portion of the damaged bone, they actually went in through his stomach.
Through here.
Through his gut. So they had to have a vascular surgeon and then the spine surgeon working on him. It was about 4.5 hours of work. They went in through his guts. They moved his guts out of the way so that the spine surgeon can get in there and repair it. They actually replaced his disc with a 3D printed titanium disc.
It's crazy.
With pores in it, so that over time, it's braced right now, but over time his bones can grow through the pores and actually make it a part of the body again.
That's
if all
wild.
goes well. So
that's wild what they're doing to like with our bodies nowadays. I mean, the guy that did it, he created it himself, right? Wasn't he like an engineer or something like that? Like
he was an engineer first. I don't know if he made the disc himself or
Okay.
if he came up with it, but he was an engineer. Like his schooling, he was an engineer, and then he went to medical school and became a surgeon. And smart guy.
I feel like you had to go to school probably like half your life in order.
Yeah, he just graduated.
Yeah, and he's like 58.
Yeah, actually, I think he's in his 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, my age. Yeah. What you laughing at? Dude? I'll be 40 in February, Bob.
Yeah, dude, you're freaking. Oh, dude. I'm 9 years away from that, so I still got some time to enjoy the young life.
It's crazy because it's like I hit high school, and that was probably the longest part of my life is when I was born up to my graduation. I feel like every day was just the longest days ever. Summers were long, and then when I graduated, it like vamped up. Like if somebody hit a fast forward button, and it just flew by my 20s, and then when I hit 30, 31, 32, they hit like another grade of the fast forward. You know how you fast forward, it's like 2, 3, 4. They hit that 4. I don't even know how I got here right now. Like it just flew by. This year flew by. This summer flew by. But like summer just started.
Every year I say that, I'm like, dude, like we just had our New Year's Eve sleepover, and now it's already August.
It's wild.
Like we're closer to having the other one than we did having the last one. Like
what is going on?
Insane. Speed.
It's crazy how short of a life you have here, right? You just got to make sure you just take advantage of every opportunity, bro. You only get one shot. You can't miss yourself to blow. You know what I mean?
You nailed the word. No. You can't miss yourself to blow, bro.
I think there's a little extra in this coffee, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You only get one shot. Do not miss yourself. Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
That's right.
What movie?
8 Mile.
Okay, very good.
It's actually
I totally ruined that just now.
No, you made it good. You gave us a laugh. But yeah, no, for real, man. And we get so accustomed just being in the same and the norm, right? Like you go to your job, you do your thing, but it's hard to like get off that, as Mom says, get off the hamster wheel and kind of see the world from a new perspective and make sure you're getting the most out of it because it
goes by. Man. There's a lot of things that I wanted to do in my 30s that I didn't get to do because of just just living life. Like you said, you just get so used to doing the same old thing over and over and over again. You don't stop to look, which is why I've been blessed with, obviously fighting for the UFC and be able to travel the world and stuff. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, not a lot of people get to do that.
Yeah.
And the thing that you're doing isn't necessarily bad. It's not like a bad mundane thing, but sometimes it serves right to just step aside and kind of see some other perspectives. But yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Pops, he's doing good, by the way.
Yeah.
Everything went well, superb. But we're over at his house right now, getting some lunch, just kind of
Hanging with him.
Hanging with him. You know, he's like I said, 4.5 hour surgery.
He's
Pretty
a little sore,
pretty beat up. But if all goes well, over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, he should be like
back to norm. Hopefully better.
Doing backflips and
yeah,
fighting in tough man competitions.
Speaking of fighting, had some good quality fights last night.
They did,
Good
but
knockouts. Yeah.
Speaking of knockouts, Rory McDonald.
Yes,
I
man.
haven't known that, which you'll probably do now at this point in time. Rory McDonald retired.
He retired on social media today. Got his last PFL fight this past weekend.
Yeah.
He ended up getting knocked out. I don't know who fought him.
He got TKO.
TKO.
He didn't get like knocked out cold. He got dropped, and then the guy just started going ham on him. He was covering up. He didn't look like he had any real huge shots while he was on the ground, but it was enough time where he didn't do anything back for the referee to jump in, and he decided to
leave the gloves in the octagon.
Well, the cage.
Well, the cage.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know what they fight in.
Oh.
How many sides it has. I don't know what geometrical shape they fight in, but
He,
how does that feel, dude? He's only 33. You fought him.
know.
He was like he's like your era of fighter, you know?
Well, I was later in my age, obviously. I mean, he was what? When did you get to 18 or something like that? When
He was really young.
very young. And to start that young, I mean, you know, the wear and tear on your body puts a lot of miles on you. So, I mean, even with Jose Aldo's, what, 35?
Yeah, he's in his mid-30s.
He looks older than me. But, you know, it's wild. It's crazy to see at 33 retiring, but he's been fighting for what? We say 17 years?
Something like that. He started training MMA when he was 14. He was kind of the first generation of kids growing up doing MMA.
Yeah. He was the guy. I remember watching some before I was in the UFC, watching him fight. People were talking about he was the well-rounded fighter, the guy that he wasn't a specialist. Man. You know, he was good at everything.
Yeah.
And fought him main event in Ottawa.
Yeah.
So it's sad to see him retire, man. I feel like he was just so much more he could have done in the sport, but man, he had a great run, great career for sure.
Yeah.
So it's sad. It's sad. But make room for the up-and-comers. Make more legends. What you looking at, dude?
Drink your coffee, huh? Yeah, man. You know, it really nobody that I can think of. I mean, I don't want to say nobody, not nobody. There's been a couple. I think, but of the big names who have left the UFC and tried to continue to make names for themselves elsewhere, besides Demetrius Johnson and, you know, a couple other guys like Anthony Pettis. He hasn't done super well. Rory, Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah,
you know.
I just feel once you're not in the UFC, it's just not the same. Maybe their mindset is just not. I don't know. I mean, the UFC is the best of the best. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
UFC is the best of the best. And if I ever leave the UFC, I don't think I would fight MMA at any other organization. I may do some kickboxing, but do some stand-up fighting. I can stand-up fight all day.
Yeah.
You look at my gray hair over here?
No, you just got to defend the takedown, bro. You know,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
You got to defend the takedown.
Gotta defend the takedown.
But
I do. I need some help, guys. I got some good help here, but, you know, come on in. Make your way down to South Carolina. Need to bring out that, I got Weidman. Also, I got Gino.
Mm-hmm.
But that Bo Nickel kid.
Bo Nickel. Speaking of
Bo Nichols, man. Doing work.
He did work.
He did work.
He did like 45 seconds of work, bro.
Yeah. He finished him with a choke, right? Rear naked choke?
Yeah.
85er?
85er.
I feel like he's not a big 185er. He doesn't look like a Weidman. Like, you know, when I think of an 85er, I think of somebody like Weidman, right? Luke Rockhold. Those are big dudes. Huge.
Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa.
Jared Cannonier.
God, those guys are massive.
Even Marvin Vittori. I got to see all these guys at the International Fight Week, and they're big dudes.
Yeah.
Like, they're big dudes. And Bo Nickel, you know, he's 6'1". He doesn't seem like he just has that big persona about him. You know, maybe because he's still a youngin', fresh out of college, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when he cuts weight, he cuts. Like, he's shredded at 85. So I don't think he could make it to 170, an extra 15 pounds. I mean, maybe. But, you know, what are your thoughts? Do you think they should have signed him with his accolades, or do you agree with them getting another fight in? I know some people are like, no, they should have signed him. He's a once-in-a-lifetime fighter, and that may be true.
But he's not going anywhere. Where's this guy going? You know what I mean?
He's Bellator swooping, PFL swooping.
No, then they're not going to pay him. Like, I don't think the UFC is going to pay him. I think that he should. He's got...
Well, I mean, they can pay good money.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to get the notoriety.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's more important to Bo than the money is at this point. I think he's want to make a legacy of himself. I mean, he's already done it in the wrestling realm, especially college-wise. I mean, he's, 3-time NCAA champion. So, I mean, there's more probably accolades than that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head what he's known for. I mean, Penn State wrestler, just a beast. And I think it's about his, you know, kind of like Cormier. He wrestled, he made the Olympic team. He's all about his legacy. And I think that's what Bo Nickel is more important to him than really the money is at this point. So I think going with the UFC is going to help him make that legacy bigger.
Freeze. Just making sure we're still... Oh, yeah, we're still Gucci.
So I don't know what his record is. I think he's had a few fights. Did he go straight pro?
Straight pro.
Straight?
No. He might have had a couple Emmys, but he wasn't there long.
How many pro fights does he have?
He has two pro fights.
Yeah. Give him another one, man. Give him another one. I think they already have an opponent for him, correct?
They did. They announced his next opponent, Donovan.
7-1, correct?
Yeah, Donovan something or another. 7-1.
Better record, so that's a step up.
No slouch, that's for sure. I don't really know much else about the guy.
Okay.
Other than he's 7-1.
All right.
And
well,
he's willing to fight Bo Nickel, who obviously everybody's like mad high on because he's such a stud. So, you know, we'll see what he's got to offer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's see how he does against this 7-1 guy. I think he. I mean, his wrestling accolades alone. I mean, it's going to be a problem for anybody. But when you look at him, and then you see the guys who are actually in the 185 division, they're just huge, big guys. But hey, man, go out there and do your thing, Bo. Crush it, dude.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Get out there and do it.
I think he got in touch with us, or we got in touch with him not too long ago, maybe about a year or two ago, about coming down and getting working some striking.
Obviously, that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I would like for him to come down. That would be pretty cool.
Come
up. Wait, where is he at?
He's in Florida, ATT.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah, come up. I know one of his teammates, Gino, comes down and gets some training in. He's pro fighter, and I think he's going pro. But he also wrestled at Penn State. So he's working out with us too. So yeah, man, anything I can do to make that wrestling better.
Yeah, for sure. Got to at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we'll see how he does. September 27th is his next one.
Coming up.
See how he can hang.
I think he does good. I think he'll crush it. Anyway, fights this past weekend.
Yeah, there's really only one to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it was the head kick nose breaker, Dominic Cruz versus Chito Vera. Yeah, dude. Well, from what I saw, you know, Cruz was kind of outworking him. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of back and forth, but I think he was the busier fighter, outworking him. But
that's kind of Marlon Vera's thing.
Yeah.
He gets outworked for a few rounds, and he lands the big one.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting outworked by Rob Font there at the beginning. Then he landed the big one, changed the fight. He was getting outworked by Frankie. It was close, but Frankie was winning. Then he landed the big one.
That was the old front kick, right? Was that the front kick to the...
Yep, the face melter, literally.
I saw a picture of the Frankie Anchor kick and then the Dominic Cruz slow-mo, kick. Did you see that
No.
on social media? It's pretty bad. But, yeah, man, Dominic Cruz just leaned to the right a little too far. And Chito Vera just landed that left head kick, man. He leaned right into it. I kept watching that slow motion over and over again because it's like nose was perfect. Then it was just flat, just crooked. Excuse me, not flat, but just off to the side. I'm like, oh my gosh. Imagine what that feels like.
Man, it was just perfect timing. Perfect timing, perfect execution.
Yeah.
Chito, he impressed me in terms of he had power. I feel like every time he connected with Dominic Cruz, he dropped him.
Yeah.
Jabs. Just every time he hit Dominic went down. Pop back up, was able to continue. You know, Dominic landed a couple of takedowns early, but then after that, Chito started shutting him down. And you know, I didn't look at any of the post-fight stuff or if they had really been working on that left leg, that left kick, but it was almost like Chito he's not like known as like a stance switcher.
Yeah.
But he threw that left kick from a southpaw.
Yeah.
And he was switching stances, but I don't know if he was training that or if because his front leg was getting eaten up by kicks by Dominic. So it was kind of like the perfect storm, you know?
Yeah, it was like perfect.
He had to switch because his leg was getting eaten up, but it actually worked in his favor to land that left kick.
Yeah, it wasn't like a moneymaker. He did like a parry. He did like a something with his hands. It wasn't a jab cross. It was like a slap down head kick, pretty much.
Yeah.
Get him to lean that way. When you fight a guy that does all that leaning and stuff, I mean, it's there. It's like a given. It's like, okay, let me get this guy leaning over here. Boom, he's gonna run into the head kick.
Obviously, it's a lot harder, a lot easier said than done.
But
to get him to lean here. But yeah,
well,
man,
for him
it was almost like leaning into that power hand. He had switched to that southpaw side, and I guess, you know, Dominic in the heat of the moment didn't pick that up.
Yeah.
He just leaned right into that head kick.
So what's next for Vera?
I don't know. He was number 5. He beat Dominic at number 8. You know, you got Peter Yan fighting Sean O'Malley. Aljamain is fighting T.J. Dillashaw. Sandhagen is fighting...
Sandhagen's got a fight.
Yeah, who's he fighting? I forgot who he was fighting, but I saw it too. Oh, he's fighting Song Yadong.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's kind of booked up right now, but I mean I wouldn't see him fight. Wouldn't mind seeing him fighting the loser of Aljamain and.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aljamain?
I think Chito deserves the belt more than O'Malley does.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, what about Jose Aldo? Who's he fighting next?
Yeah, I want to think he's got a fight coming up, but if not, that would be a great fight.
They already fought.
And Jose won.
Jose beat him.
Was it close or was it a domination?
He it was on your card, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. When I fought Burns?
No, like
Jeff
Jeff
Neal.
Neal.
Yeah, it was Jeff Neal fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wouldn't mind Chito fighting the loser of Dillashaw and Aljamain.
Yeah.
You know, he's been crushing dudes.
I feel like if Sean O'Malley wins, which I don't know, I mean, it could go either way. I don't see him knocking him out, but if he wins, they're going to shoot him for the title. They're going to.
And then rematch Chito versus O'Malley.
Yeah.
That's a big storyline. Or, you know, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I feel like Chito definitely needs to fight the loser of.
Yeah. The champ, the title fight.
Yeah, and
Fights the loser of that.
Yeah.
Or do you think he should go straight for the title?
I think he should fight the loser of that.
Okay.
Because he lost to Aldo a few fights ago.
It's a hard one, man, because, you know, even when those guys lose, they're still champ material. They're still, like, that good.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's see if he's ready for that.
He's ready for it. I mean, you know, Dominic Cruz hadn't fought since when? He's been out for a while. I feel like he fights once every 2 years.
Talking.
Well, they wanted me to fight, but I had my collarbone, I had the injury, so.
Look who's talking. No, but yeah, man. I think that'll be a good fight. I think that'll be a good test for him. And yeah,
it's great.
You know what I mean?
Go for Chito Vera. Good for Chito Vera.
Coming up, putting Ecuador on the map.
Ecuador. He's like almost 1 million followers right now.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Ecuador's got his back. Yeah, I know. I saw Costa has got like 1.1 million.
Costa does, yeah.
He's fighting. When is that fight coming out? It's like 10 days.
This weekend, bro.
He looks shredded. Have you seen his Instagram?
This weekend. He's fighting on the Billboard.
Luke
He's fighting
right?
on the.
Oh, Lukey Poo.
He's fighting on the Leon and Usman card.
Man. Oh, speaking of that, guys and gals, Saturday we're doing another fight party. So I don't know if that's live. Is that live? It's not live. But you guys need to go check it out.
It's the reaction party thing,
Yeah.
you know. It'll be on Fight Pass whenever this is all said and done.
It'll be fun. Watch our reactions of this fight. Of course, I'm interested in that main event.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman, which I think is very exciting. They fought 7 years ago, and the improvement each guys have made in their, I guess, not so good area. You know, Leon Edwards' wrestling has gotten tremendously better. Usman's striking has gotten tremendously better. You know, which makes out to be it's going to be an excellent fight because of that.
Can't give too much away on that though because we have a breakdown of that coming up.
That's right. I wanted to talk into it, but
can't, dude.
Gotta go check that out, guys. Technique Tuesday.
We can talk about the rest of the fights on the card though.
All right, hit me up.
Let's see, man. Let's see.
Do you know anybody?
You know it's good whenever Harry Hunsucker's fighting, bro.
Oh, Harry Hunsucker.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll stick with main card because there's not a whole lot of big names on the undercard. This is a main card heavy fight. That's who's fighting, bro. Freaking Jose Aldo's fighting this weekend against Merab Bashvili, dude.
Bashvili, that's right.
Bashvili. Wow.
He's a Long Island guy via Germany.
Georgia.
Georgia. Germany.
Close.
Georgia. I know it was a J.
Yeah. There was a J in there. But
Georgia? Not Georgia, South Carolina, guys.
No, the country.
I mean Georgia, United States.
So Jose Aldo Merab Bashvili, bro.
That's going to be a rough one for Jose, man, because this dude is relentless. He doesn't get tired. He's a wrestling monster.
Maniac. Wrestling maniac. I forgot about that guy. That dude's close to getting a title shot as well. Shoot, maybe Cheeto fights the winner of that guy.
No, but how does that work? Because, Funkmaster Fresh, they're teammates.
And they vowed to, not fight each other, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Why not fight your friend and just both y'all make some money?
Dang, bro.
If you were in my weight class, would you fight me?
Yeah.
If I had the title?
For sure, I'd just take you down.
I'd like to see that try. I'd like to see you try.
I can hit you with a double. I can hit you with a single. I can hit you with a dingle.
Ain't no way.
Falling, bro. You love, man. You love sleeping, bro, on that mat.
Tony, you take 3 steps and be passed out.
Yeah, I'm going to pass out onto your leg takedown, dude.
Bro, my stomach hurts right now. Oh, this coffee's running through me. All right, I mean, okay, Bilal made it look pretty easy. I was exhausted, okay?
Yeah. No, dude, I thought for sure you were going to win that fight, dude.
Stop, bro.
For sure.
Stop it.
And all my hopes and dreams just down the toilet.
No, dude, you guys told that story whenever I got
freaking
beat up by Matt Brown. You had your whole team there watching.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've told it before, but yeah, that was a big letdown too. But at least you actually fought that fight.
I fight every fight, okay? I just get held down. I can't do a whole lot when I'm just being held down.
Well, don't get held down.
I try not to. It's easier said than done.
These excuses are the
just
nails
like
that build the house of failure, bro.
This guy right here, dude.
So anyways, Merab versus Aldo. Who are you taking?
Merab versus Aldo. It's hard to pick against a vet because he's seen it all. But obviously the wrestling has been his kryptonite, such as all strikers. And, he just hasn't... It's like a swing or miss with Jose. Sometimes he shows up and sometimes he doesn't. And Rob shows up every freaking time. So,
yeah.
Gotta go with the Long Island boys.
I think so too, man. I think he's his relentless, his relentlessity on the takedown is gonna be just too much.
Is that even a word?
It's just one of those. It is now. It's just one of those fights where it's like it's that new breed of wrestler.
Yeah.
Like they don't mind just diving
The entire time.
and it
They don't
wins
care
the
about the
fights.
booze.
They don't care. They're just gonna be shooting and shooting and
Shooting and
shooting and
pooting.
shooting and shooting and they're gonna be just shooting, bro.
And shooting and shooting and
For
shooting.
real. I mean, I would if I was supreme at wrestling and I was going against a legendary striker. I would do the same thing and win the fight, and move on to the next.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I do think
I got him.
I do think that this is Merab's fight to lose.
Now, who was his last fight? Because there was one point where he got rocked. Or
He was fighting
remember?
a stud, man. He was fighting a
Yeah.
Stude, bro. I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Look it up, sweet tea. Go, 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 go. You got 10 seconds.
I don't know how to spell his last
9,
name. There it is.
8, 7, 6.
His last fight was Marlon Moraes.
That's right. That's
He
right.
did. He got rocked, but then he ended up knocking out. He knocked out Marlon.
Yeah.
He's only got one loss in the UFC. Merab
Really?
does.
I feel like all those guys, like these stud dudes that are coming up, have like one loss to some
It was
random.
like his first. It wasn't a random.
Like, what was it, Islam?
Oh wait, no, sorry. He's got 2 losses. He lost
it-
back to back. He lost his first 2 fights with the organization. Frankie Sean Signs beat him in 2017. 2018, he lost that weird one to Ricky Simon where like he had him in that mounted guillotine, and you can see Merab. He was like twitching his legs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And then the fight ended, and then Merab kind of like fell down, like laid down, or not the fight, the round. And then he like went to get up, but before that, the ref thought like he was out, so he like called it off, and then Merab was like,
"Oh, what are you doing?
like what the heck? Like what was going on?"
Why would
So
you
it was
lay
like
down?
it was really weird. Yeah. But then ever since then, he's been on a tear, dude. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights.
7-fight win streak.
He's about to fight
Wow.
Jose Aldo, man.
Man, legend. I want to fight Jose Aldo, man. Just say a fight, spar with him.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. But yeah, I got him. I got the Long Island guys. Long MMA, bro, all the way.
And then after that, you have the Paulo Costa, Luke Rockhold.
Okay.
Taunts. There's a lot of weirdness to think about in this one. It's not as simple as like picking
this
the
dude's
fight.
gonna win. Both got good striking.
Both
You know
have
what I mean?
been out for a while.
Yeah, not as long as Luke though. Luke's been out for like 10 years. So like,
At least. Luke's been out for years. Costa hasn't been out for years, but he lost to
Adesanya.
and then he lost to Vittori.
Oh, that's right.
Right? And
He didn't make weight.
Yeah, he didn't make weight. He was talking about wine. He's been like, he just fired his manager, and now his girlfriend is managing him.
What?
Yeah, that like just happened like last week.
Wow. Who's his manager?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody.
But he's crushing on social medias, man. He's got like 1.1 mil.
Well, so does Luke though.
Does he? What does Luke got?
I don't know. This isn't a social media battle though. You know what I'm saying?
But still, I mean, it's all about the follower, bro.
Maybe. Oh, he's got 873.
I'm catching him, dude.
You've been at like 778 for like 3 years, bro.
I go up like 10K, and then I lose my fight, and then I drop that 10K.
Yeah, he was fighting Bilal. He went up like 30K before the fight. He lost, and he lost like all of his followers. Everybody was like, nah, never mind.
Dude, you suck. I'm
Delete.
Only my hardcore fans stuck with me. Thank you, guys.
We keep posting them Technique Tuesdays, bro. They'll keep
Bro, they're
going
loving
up.
those, dude. They're loving them. I'm hitting that 780, close to. I'm like 179. I can't break it.
You gotta fight somebody, dude.
I
If you
know,
fought more
dude.
than once a year, you'd be at a million.
And freaking win. Gotta win.
At this point, if you just fought more than once a year, you'd be at a million. Win or
Bro,
lose.
I'm trying to find a fight. You know what I mean? Trying to find a good one.
Yeah, you gotta get back on that win column.
I know,
You can't
dude.
be taking 3 L's in a row, dude. That's unacceptable in the Thompson family. Unacceptable. That's why whenever I lost my first fight, I quit. I
So it's
retired.
like, I'm not doing this ever again.
Can't chance it. Can't
get
chance
that
getting
2
another
more
L
losses.
in a row.
Oh, man.
Nope.
You know what, sweetie? When you lose and you don't get back up, you lose in life.
All right, Batman. Chill, bro. No. For real. You need to win, though.
I know. Who do you guys think I should fight next? Type it down in the comments below. Make sure you guys check out the fights this weekend. It's going to be dope, sweet tea.
Well, you never picked Paulo and Luke.
Oh, I thought I did.
That's how his brain works. He's just on to the next always.
And combined with the coffee?
Yeah.
It's on another level.
Bad look.
I'm going to go with...
It's not easy. It's not as simple as being like...
Dude. So many things are going on in my head right now about both of them. Their losses, you know,
mindsets,
stuff that they,
up.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm going to go on a limb here and go with Luke.
I want to pick Luke.
Yeah.
But I think Costa.
For real?
I think the way Luke has lost. I mean, he's got his fire back, whatever, but I think the way that he lost.
How do you know he got his fire back?
Because he said he wouldn't fight if he didn't get it back. Like, he quit because he didn't have it. Now he's like, I want it.
How does he know he's got it back until he steps out there?
Because he's training hard and he wants his fight.
Okay, well, I'm going for Luke, dude. If he wrestles like he did back in Strikeforce, he was legit.
Put it all together.
Yeah. Instead of just strike, he tried to do that. He tried to go up and wait and do that to Blachowicz, but he was like, nah, dude, knockout.
Yeah, that's how he lost like his last 3 fights. Just sleep city, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm
Who was
worried.
it? Yo Romero slept him, right?
Romero.
Oh, does he have the chin?
That's what I'm saying. You don't just get that back. Maybe the time off helped, but that's not something that's just like, oh, you get knocked out easy and then now you don't.
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
Well, you didn't get knocked out easy, bro. It was to the point to where if you sneezed on Luke, he was getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Like people are like, who's you like? This is out.
Done.
So, you know, maybe that's changed. Maybe he's changed the way that he's training, and that'll help a little bit.
See what needs to happen?
I want to pick Luke.
Luke wins the fight.
But
Chris Weidman comes back, rematch Luke. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
And then Chris fights for the belt.
Exactly. Just skips everybody and fights for the
Yep.
belt. Yeah. He's got the most epic walkout song, though. It's just so jamming.
Speaking of walkout song, dude, Jack Black. We got some cool stuff coming with old Jables and KG.
Y'all just don't.
Yeah, talked to some people from his team this past week. So you know
let's go, Why? Let's go.
Now we can close out.
All right, we're gonna block that bad boy.
This is where you can close.
All right, guys, we can't get into that though. It's top secret until the vlog pops. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Check out the fights this coming weekend. UFC 278. It's gonna be dope. Sweet tea. Love hanging out with you. Tell them where they can watch, listen to the podcast.
Right here on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the works. We want to know who you guys are picking for this coming weekend's fight, the main card. Let us know in the comments below. Are you guys watching it? Where are you watching it? How are you watching? And also, we got a cool breakdown coming. WB is breaking down Kamaru Usman's striking coming this Wednesday. So stick around for that. It's a little bit of a longer video, but there's a lot of good gems in there. And it'll hopefully give you guys some insight on what kind of Kamaru Usman we're going to see coming against Leon Edwards. So put on notifications so that you do not miss that upload. Again, coming this Wednesday. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
Peace.
Peace.